Hey everybody, it's the Review Revolution, back at you again, and I couldn't resist any longer. It's something where just recently, J-Train and TheReviewSpot have done reviews from the Batman Reborn line of figures. J-Train doing the Jason Todd Batman, and TheReviewSpot doing the Two-Face. Both awesome reviews. I'm going to link both of them down there. Check them out if you have not had time yet. Take a look. But in this wave, in this set, was the Stephanie Brown Batgirl. And starting back in the early 90s, was I think when she first showed up as Spoiler, I really have liked Stephanie. I've liked her character. I just think she's just really, really cool. And despite all the things that have happened to her, because she's had a lot going on, ultimately becoming a Batgirl, I think is great. I think that's awesome. Like I said, she's had a lot of things going on. It's hung together really well, and for her to eventually become Batgirl, that's just really cool. I guess it's not surprising. I mean, she started as Spoiler, kind of a vigilante in Gotham. She actually met Tim Drake, and they kind of had a thing going. At one point, she was then recruited by Batman to become Robin. Didn't do so hot there, apparently, so he bumped her out. But she kind of fell into partners with the Birds of Prey, with Oracle and Barbara and the Birds of Prey as Spoiler. And about that same time, she met up with Cassandra Cain, I don't know if you want to call her second or third Batgirl, but the fully kind of black latex Batgirl. When she disappeared, which I'll get to her review at some point, but when she disappeared, Stephanie kind of took on the suit, became Batgirl, and with Barbara, in kind of a Batman Beyond sort of thing, where Stephanie does most of the grunt work, and Oracle is kind of the brains of the team. They've been going for about 13, 14 issues now, and it's been really good. I like the story arc that they've put in right now. It's really a nice team up story with Stephanie as Batgirl and Barbara's Oracle. It's really nice how they kind of involve both of them. If you're a Batman Beyond fan, the setup of the story is very much the same. It's just it uses Oracle and Stephanie, so I like it. I think it's actually really good. But taking a look at the pack, of course, there we have the Batgirl portrait and the DC Direct logo. I promise I'll be doing more DC Directs. There are a lot of DC Directs that I want to be doing. But there she is in her pack. Got the Batman Reborn logo and the bubble on there with the bat symbol, which I may actually do something on that soon. On the back, here are the other figures in the wave. As I said, there's the Jason Todd as Batman. Kind of a Fruit Loopy Batman, sort of, actually. Not by color, because color, that's Two-Face. But no, Fruit Loops, meaning kind of a nutty Jason Todd, kind of went over the edge. J-Train and TheReviewSpot, great job, guys. Again, watch their videos. I got the links down below. Azrael, I picked him up. I didn't necessarily want to, but I did, because I just got all the others. But then there is Stephanie up here in the corner. For the Batman Reborn write-up, with Batman presumed dead, Gotham spirals into chaos. After events in Battle for the Cowl, the new Batman, Dick Grayson, fights to return order within the city. Along with Damian Wayne, his new partner in fighting crime, Batman has his work cut out for him as old rogue Two-Face and the Penguin struggle for control of Gotham's underground. But they aren't the only criminals in town, as the circus of strangers drive their stakes into Gotham City. In the meantime, Tim Drake now assumes the identity of Red Robin, is convinced that Bruce Wayne is still alive, and leaving Gotham to scour the planet to find the one true Batman. So that's kind of an overview of what happened during the Reborn story. Along with it, of course, there's a write-up for each of the individual characters. For Batgirl, Stephanie Brown has fought crime in Gotham City for years. As spoiler. After her brief stint as Robin, she trained with Cassandra Cain. When Cassandra disappears, leaving her costume behind, Stephanie takes up the costume as her own. With Barbara Gordon as her mentor, the new Batgirl must battle criminals as well as detractors from within Batman's own ranks. So, very, very cool character. Let's take a moment. Let's pop Stephanie out of the pack, get a look, have some fun. Be right back. All right, everybody. We've got the Stephanie Brown Batgirl out of the pack, and wow, she is a great addition to the many faces of Batgirl now. Many different Batgirls or characters have been Batgirl. And I think Stephanie is going to be around to stay. I think she's really turned out well. First off, one of the best things about her is how they've kind of gone back to the old Barbara Gordon mask. I am so glad that we don't have... I mean, Cassandra was fine. Her mask, her suit was okay for what it was. But this is more of a traditional Batgirl mask. And I think it looks great. It looks fantastic. Beautiful blue eyes. Her hair is very blonde. By that I mean, I think they went a little overboard on it. It's just very, very light blonde hair. She's got the bat symbol, her belt, and then the pouches on her legs. So I guess kind of an expanded utility belt for on her thigh. The cape is actually a purple cape with the black painted on it, with wonderful details on the top that kind of lead around to the front. But if you look up at the collar, let me see if I can move this out of the way, you can kind of see that up near the top, there's still some purple showing through at the top. So there's a little bit of touch-up that needs to be done there. Also on the bat symbol, you can see there's a little bit of a nick on the bat symbol. So, you know, a little issue there. It's the problem with this figure paint-wise is that there are just little touches of yellow all over the place that I'm hoping is just mine. For example, looking at the pouches on the legs, there is some overpaint that is on the legs. Again, I'm hoping that's just on mine, but kind of a bummer. A little yellow dot there on the knee, which actually comes out really bad on the camera. And then on the back, on her tush, which is, I'll explain why I'm doing this, but on her tush I saw she also has some yellow that no doubt came off the belt. I don't know how this happened, but there's also this glob of yellow on the back of her knee. If it came off the pouch on the legs, that's crazy. But it's all on the back. It's all kind of underneath the cape, so, you know, unless you go looking for it, you're probably not really going to notice anything. Other than that, she looks fantastic. The purple came out real nice. Again, I think purple and black make a great color combination, and in this case, throwing the yellow in there, really beautiful. Really, really nice. Now, on her articulation, her head is on a ball, and it is a little loose. I mean, it's not a bobblehead loose, but it is, you know, don't have to work too hard to get it to move, actually. She has a twist at the waist. The elbows come up and out, or the shoulders, I should say. Bend at the knee and twist at the hand. The legs, or the thighs, are kind of on a V-joint, so they come up this way. Twist to the knee and at the boot. And if you look at the boot, I love the detail work on the boots. I love how that looks. No crunch, no bicep, no thigh cut. You know, none of the Mattel stuff, but that's no problem. That's not a problem at all. I still love it. In the way of her accessories, she comes with this itty-bitty little base, which I don't think you could get her to actually stand on at all. You know, you might be able to put it under 1 foot, but she stands fine on her own. So I'd say if you've got a figure that has trouble standing, just, there you go, give it to them. She has a baton. which does fit in her hand, though her hands are sculpted at open pretty wide. So you have to kind of really wedge the baton up inside her hand for her to hold it. And just to explain why I was looking behind her cape, it's because she does actually have a little loop that the baton will fit in. Which I do think the baton is also a bit of an homage to her time as Spoiler, along with the purple suit. Because, of course, that's the same kind of purple she wore with her cape and hood. On her, she's got her hand sculpted open on this side so that her batarang can fit in. And it's a little tricky getting the figures to line up. Oh, that went in real well, actually. Yeah, there you go. Which does have her batarang. And again, a really nice figure, a really great character. I would say that if you haven't had a chance, I think issue 14 comes out this week. It's definitely worth picking up. Get into it early. If you're a Batman Beyond fan or if you're a Batgirl fan, it's really cool to see the team up with Oracle and Batgirl. For now, this has been the Review Revolution saying rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.